He was quite an athlete throughout his school career. At the University of Denver, he was considered the one-man track team. In the third grade, they had field day. He was running and jumping and doing well. And his third grade teacher told him, "Jerome, if you keep running and jumping like that, one day you'll go to the Olympics."
This is Helsinki, Finland, modern capital of an ancient people, and 1952 host to the greatest of all athletic competitions, the Olympic Games.
USA:n Biffle hyppää kolmannen hyppynsä. Tulos 7.57, voitto ja kultamitalisuoritus.
I knew he won the gold medal again, but I didn't know, I took it for granted. I didn't recognize as a child what that meant.
When he went to the Olympics and won a gold medal in the broad jump, Jerome said the first person who called him was his third grade teacher. I think the fact that he remembered the impact that teacher had on him is significant because along with the family input, he saw what a good teacher could do.
Jerome Biffle was the first Olympic gold medalist from Denver. Biffle was a star at Denver East and DU before taking the world stage. But when he returned home to the Mile High City, his legacy came into focus during his tenure as a counselor and coach at his alma mater.
I think there was Jerome, the world-class athlete, and there was Jerome, the man committed to family and community.
Mr. Biffle was a counselor at East High School and also a coach, and he retired in the 90s. If you did a survey of the black students that were at East High School during his tenure, you would discover that a lot of them went to college because of his suggestions and because of his insight.
My grandfather valued education a great deal, and so from an early age I was always expected to exceed in my academics. I grew up believing, because of my grandfather and my grandmother, that education was extremely important, and if it wasn't, they would not have kept it from us for so long. It was like a treasure that it was my obligation to seek that treasure and make the most of it.
Jerome had a positive impact on many, many people. I can't say how many hundreds or thousands of kids he impacted, but working at East High, which had thousands of students, and for over 2 decades, he certainly was well known, and he made young people feel better about themselves.
And his wife, Mrs. Biffle, was doing the same thing over at Manual High School. So the two of them, it felt like they had an agenda to coach and counsel the students beyond their perceived capabilities and encourage them to go to college and encourage them to try new and different things with their career aspirations.
I entered high school, he was on the verge of retiring, but he had such a reputation in the public school system that I could not do much without him knowing. And I was always running into older adults who would give him credit for guiding them and helping them get into college or graduate from high school. I did hear several stories. I would not have gone to college if it weren't for your grandfather. He challenged folks to be their best. He challenged students to achieve their best. Jerome Biffle was a pillar of the Black community that may not have necessarily been recognized in his time, and maybe recognized a little too late. I think his spirit still lives on in East High School. I don't think that anyone can not see the legacy he left in Colorado's athletic history at East, at DU. He shouldn't be forgotten.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page for these stories and more. And stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.